for vacation. So every 2 weeks we had different, we call them guests, and they have a program in Europe which is called Camp America, which European kids could go to America to work and at the same time. So they're working like at the summer camps, and that's how I met her. So she was a horse counselor, which was nice because you know how horse riders ride, so that's very helpful.
Yes.
And so, so she invited me when I was 19 years old. So she invited me to come to Holland. I was a kid from Brooklyn, so I said, yeah, why not? You know, people from New York, we usually don't think about leaving New York. You know, we're stuck, didn't work out. So I had to come back to the States because, you know, in a relationship like that, an overseas relationship is very difficult. And I'm going to say one thing now is that people should try to make contact with, you know, have relationships with people that are more in their league. Like not getting so also, but more of their culture. Because the culture shock, it's really a big problem, trust me, because
that's normal.
It's hard enough to understand the people that are around you, and then imagine having to understand other people from another country.
Absolutely. Good.
So, anyway, I don't want to bore you guys, but
oh no.
But here I am. I'm here now, so I'm in Holland. It's a beautiful country, but look, it's a socialist country. I mean, the pay for work is good here. The country is clean, but the problem is they have too much freedom, you know. And I know it sounds crazy maybe to some people, but when I say freedom, I mean, I'll give you an example. There's like a 2-3 blocks away from where I live. There's like a petting zoo, you know, a petting farm, or whatever.
Yeah.
In the back of it, they have like this grass area with like some water, like a pond, like a little pond, but like for the kids. It's really for the kids. So anyway, so in the summertime, I went there with my son, and I see the parents laying down on the grass, and then I see them taking off their tops. I know people are like, oh, what you're complaining about, but the point is, you know, that's fine, you know. So it's like I don't think they'll appreciate me walking around with my penis hanging out. You know, I can say, yeah, this is free. You know, you're sticking out your breast, and I don't know. So there's no respect here, and everybody they don't trust each other, and I don't know. It's just it's a different life here. It's and I think respect of Americans. I think we have the best country in the world, and I don't want to sound like real like Americanized, but we have to fix a lot of things. I mean, I'll be honest with you, we're not perfect, but
that's correct.
But we're on the right path. I think if I walk down the street and I need help and I ask somebody to help me, I'm sure there'll be a person that will be willing to help me faster than in Europe. And it's not about you know, because I'm American, this and that. It's just the way people are. I mean, we're in America. We're breeded to be good people, and I believe that. You know, we know how to be polite. I mean, it doesn't matter what social class you are. Like even if I'm from a poor neighborhood, but my parents always told me to be polite. If I go somewhere, I say, okay, excuse me, you know, this and that. I mean, not everybody does it, okay, but we have that embroidered in us. So you know, and I'm proud of that. And I think we have to do a lot of things with the Constitution. I think, and I'm gonna get really into politics now, but I think the Constitution needs to be changed. Because you got to remember our forefathers, they had the right idea, but they didn't have the right solution, let's say, because they, you know, like George Washington, I mean, he had slaves himself, so, I mean, that was his culture, that's what he was used to. So what I'm saying is like a lot of, and the way America's made, it's made into too much like security. Like each state has their own laws and that, but it's like, okay, you want to be part of America, but you can have your own laws because you want to make sure that you're proud of your state. Like, but so I don't know. I know it's hard for me to explain. It have to be changed. Like, for example, like in New York, you might have the death penalty. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. I know I'm from New York, but but in other states you don't. And I think the death penalty should be a national thing. If we have it or we don't have it, but it should be a national thing. And there's other things that you get into that I think needs to be changed. But,
absolutely.
You miss the taste of a woman, don't you?
Excuse me?
Oh, no.
I talk a lot, but I have a lot of things in my mind. I'm very busy. I'm like, who's the, what's
That's
that?
normal. That's normal.
Moses and his brother Aaron, you know. Moses wasn't a speaker, but Moses had all the ideas, and Aaron would interpret them.
That's normal.
My brother's not here with me now. Yeah?
All right.
Sorry, Mr. Stern. I know. But it's an honor, actually, really. Again, sorry.
What do you look like?
I'm a Latino. That phrase, because I'm American, I was born in America, and I don't like to use African American, Latino, and that, because I don't understand that. I mean, I understand what it is, but I don't agree with it. But just to break it down easier, I'm a Latino. My name is Eric Perez Jr. My grandparents are from Puerto Rico. Both my parents were born in America, but they both have Puerto Rican parents. And I was born in Brooklyn, New York. And I have an interesting background, actually, because my mother was 16 when she had me, and my father was 17. So it was a young. That was an accident, okay? Yeah. So and to make it worse, I even got the real detailed story, and the detailed story was that I was I'm going to use the word, Eric, but close your ears. I was born out of a pity fuck. Just put it that way. And I'll tell you what happened.
I'm doing every day.
I'm laughing about it. It's kind of sad.
Thank you.
My mother was going out with this guy, and my father and my aunt, my father's sister, which was like 2-3 years older. You know, they were like a whole gang. You know, they were born in the 70s. You know, they were teenagers in the 70s and that. So they had like the whole hippie thing, whatever. So my mother was going out with this guy, which was also a friend of the crew, and my mother broke up with him, and my father was in the picture, like, oh, you know, try to make it all good, and, you know, I guess one thing led to one thing, and then I just popped out of my father's penis, and here I am. So, but what happened eventually, my father remarried, okay, blah, blah, blah. But my mother married a Jewish guy. And this is the interesting part. So when I was at this time, like when I was like 6 years old to like 9, with my mother's mother, my grandmother, and my mother at 9. When I was 9, she decided, look, if you want, you could come live with us. But you know, before that, my mother put me in Catholic school because my mother always wanted to upgrade her life. So she always wanted also to provide me with something good, and so you know, whatever.